of Cecil County and the world. Welcome to Cecil.tv, Cecil Weekly. I'm your host, Rob Churnside, and it's December the 4th. We have a few announcements before we get into our tonight's show, which is going to be a great show. First off, I hear a holiday jingle of Cash for Christmas. It continues in downtown Elkton. You visit the ElktonAlliance.org for the rules, but what you get is every time you buy $10 worth of stuff in Elkton, you enter in for a drawing for Cash for Christmas. That's real cash for Christmas. Check it out. On Tuesday, December 5th, which is tomorrow, will actually be today when this airs, from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. and 1 to 4, you can come to the Cecil County Health Department for free rapid HIV testing and hepatitis C testing. The HIV test is you get your results in a minute, and the Hep C test, you get your results in about 20 minutes. Call 410-996-5100 for more information. The Cecil Whig reported today that the portion of the U.S. Route 1 between Cecil and Harford counties will be closed to traffic on Wednesday, 12/6, beginning at 10 a.m., while Exelon works on 3 crest gates. And that's going to close it off for a short period of time. Through the Affordable Care Act, if you want to enroll in or change your 2018 Marketplace State Exchange health insurance coverage, it's important to act quickly. The 2018 open enrollment period runs from November 1st through December 15th. If you don't act by December 15th, you can't get 2018 coverage unless you qualify for a special enrollment period. And finally, I would be remiss if I didn't announce that the punk rock yard sale is December 16th at That Performance Place on Route 213 south of Elkton, where the former Brentwood Golf Course was. I think it goes off maybe 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know what a punk rock yard sale is, but I definitely intend to go and find out. And now, tonight, our first guests are from Wreaths Across America, are Hannah Sadler and Julia Swoboda. Welcome to Cecil.tv.
Thank you for having us.
Welcome. And you were here last year, right?
Yes, it's that time of year again. So Wreaths Across America is December 16th. In a few Saturdays from now, we'll be all gathering at St. Mary Ann's Episcopal Church to honor our veterans, remember the past, and teach the future. That's awesome,
Julia. You said something before we got started about the reason why this is so important, what you ladies are doing.
Yes. So, do you want to talk about why you?
Sure. Okay. I started this when I heard about her doing Wreaths Across America. I kind of sat back and watched last year and see how it went. And this year, since it's her last year before she goes to college, I decided to shadow her to then take it over next year to pass the torch on to someone else.
So you're kind of like an intern now, as it were.
Yes.
So, and it's my understanding that you both actually lay the wreaths on the graves at St. Mary Ann's.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
So we have a formal ceremony which begins promptly at noon, where we'll have a speaker and we'll give a kind of a speech. We're going to share it this year on the theme of Wreaths Across America, which this year is I Am an American, Yes I Am. And during that ceremony, we also have 7 members of the armed forces who will be laying ceremonial wreaths. And following the ceremony, there is the placement of wreaths on the graves of fallen veterans in St. Mary Ann's Cemetery. So all are welcome to attend the event and remember our veterans. It's so important because oftentimes the deceased veterans are the ones who are forgotten. I know we were talking earlier, we have a Revolutionary War veteran. We all know like nobody's coming to their grave, you know, to lay a wreath. So it's very important that we still honor their sacrifice for our country.
And that's December the 16th.
Yes, December 16th at noon at St. Mary Ann's Episcopal Church in Northeast Maryland.
Great. Well, thank you both for your dedication to this project and not forgetting veterans. This will be your last year going off to college. Now where, Julie, you headed? Do you know yet?
I'm not sure yet. Still waiting to hear, but hoping that wherever I go, I can kind of take Wreaths Across America with me. Hoping to open a new location kind of near my college. So nice. That'll be interesting. And Hannah knows next year she can call me, email me any time of day. I'll respond back to her, and we'll do it. We'll plan it.
So the baton is being passed from Tome to Elkton.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, that's a great event, and thank you for your dedication.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Have somebody on your shopping list that could use a one-of-a-kind extra special gift? Stop at Cecil County Arts Council during the month of December to shop at the annual Holiday Art Mart. Now in its 7th year, local artists display their favorite handmade works at deeply discounted prices. Coinciding with the Art Mart is the final exhibition of 2017, which opens on the first Friday of December. Cecil County Arts Council welcomes featured artist Connie Muller-Time, who will display works based on the theme, The Usual Suspect.
And now Cecil County and the world, welcome Nate Hodge. Nate, welcome to Cecil.tv.
Thank you for having me.
Nate's a man of many talents, a rapper, does recovery entertainment. Tell us a little bit about your RYD that you were telling me about.
Well, RYD Entertainment basically is like a group of us guys that are in recovery. We came together and decided to start putting on entertainment-based events for people in recovery, trying to target holidays, you know, especially like drinking holidays and stuff like that, kind of give the recovery community somewhere to go, somewhere that's safe, that's fun, they can bring their kids to, you know, and different stuff like that. And then obviously, most of us have artistic talents. There's a few of us that rap. There's some of us that do acoustic singing, cover songs, stuff like that. And we basically just try to bring everybody together and, you know, put on a good show for everybody, not just people in recovery. You know, if you support recovery or just want somewhere to go that's clean, fun, you know, drug-free environments, stuff like that. You know, we just try to put on like dances and stuff like that. So
one of RYD's, I guess, events this year is for New Year's, right?
Yes. We did one last year at Gracie's Cafe in Elkton, Maryland, and it was the first time that there had ever been anything like that in this area. And it was great. We had about 204 people came out throughout the night.
Oh, nice.
And all the money that was raised last year went to a family in need. It was all donated anonymously. And then this year, we're going to donate all of our money to the school, that performance place. I didn't really know them when I went and met with them, you know, and they were kind enough to give us a venue. And basically what we do, we're not out for money. We're out to donate to anything in the community, whether it's recovery-based, you know, a school for kids. That's a great cause. So if it's a good cause, that's kind of what we try to target.
Yes, and I can tell you it's a great venue. Cecil.tv did a walkthrough, and we checked the place out. You've been in there, right?
Yes, and it's awesome. It's got 3 different big rooms. You know, this year we're going to have a room designated for kids. You know, they can be out there too, but you know, that way they have their own area, you know, like a play area and stuff like that. And then we'll have the dance floor and another area where people can sit and stuff like that. So.
Oh yeah, and they have these little things that you bang on. I was playing with them when we were down there.
Yeah.
It's a fun place, and if I was around, I'd be coming down. But we're going to be out west. Okay. But I do intend to go to their punk rock yard sale.
Yeah, me 16th. Too. Actually, I believe I'm going to.
What's that all about?
I don't know exactly neither. I heard a little bit about it, but I'm like you said earlier, I'm kind of curious to see exactly what it is myself. So I plan on being there. You know, as long as work or my kids don't hold me up, I'll be there. So.
Well, that's great. And if you're into something different, maybe try the recovery New Year's celebration at that performance place. Obviously, New Year's Eve, right?
Yes, it'll be on New Year's Eve. We got 9 different artists this year. Got them coming from Pennsylvania, the Baltimore area. And then obviously your local talent too. So,
right.
You know, if you want to have some fun, you know, without drugs and alcohol, and somewhere you can take your kids, you know, come on out and check it out.
It can be done.
Yeah, we're also going to have a dance contest, you know, with cash prizes. So
oh, cool.
We're going to have silent judges, so nobody will know who the judges are. They'll just kind of be mingling around the crowd and, you know, give somebody some incentive to get on the dance floor and have some fun.
Yeah. Bust a move, but don't sip your disco, right?
Nice.
Nate, you're going to perform for us a little later tonight.
Yes. I put together 3 different songs that are 3 of probably my most popular songs, and you know we'll do them tonight, and can't wait to show them to you.
Yeah, well, I actually did a sneak preview. I listened on Reverb Nation.
Yeah.
Somehow I pushed the little blue thing, and it came up, and I could hear your songs, and I liked them.
Thank you. I really appreciate
There was one in
that.
particular, I think it was number 3.
I would have to know the name.
Yeah.
I don't know the order. I kind of put them on.
I was
as
making
release
chili
them.
at the same time, but I was listening. So I certainly will listen tonight, and thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Friends, treasure your friends and family this holiday season, and always. You never know what life is going to bring you. I was hoping to have the jolly old elf himself, Handy Herwig, do another reprise of the helpful holiday hints like he was doing last year. You might remember that. Hopefully we'll see that segment from last year, but unfortunately Ray Herwig passed away recently, and they will be having a celebration of his life this Saturday, December 9th at the Perryville American Legion from 1 to 6 in scenic downtown Perryville. So I know Ray would want to see you, so come on out. Back again with the Cecil Weekly, Cecil.tv holiday special, and boy is it really getting festive now. We have with us the elf himself, my good friend Ray Herwig, known as Handy Herwig. Ray, welcome.
Thank you, Bob. Nice to meet you.
Now you are going to share some helpful holiday hints with our viewers and let them know how to keep things safe and easy and fun for the holidays. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, that's what I was prepared to talk about, some of the holiday festivities that are so much fun, but could also be fraught with inherent dangers. So the first thing you'd probably want to do in creating that holiday festivities is bring a tree into your house. Well, there are numerous trees that you can select from and numerous ways of procuring them. And I recommend that you buy the tree anyway, so you don't have to meet any local law enforcement agencies. But there are numerous stores along Route 40 that offer a pre-cut tree. Now, when you buy a pre-cut tree, you really don't know where it's come from. It could have come from out of state. It could have been delivered for 3 weeks or more. And you want to find out if the needles still have a vibrant...
It might not be fresh, you're saying.
It could not be fresh. It might be stale if they call trees stale. But one way to test that out would be to merely run your fingers through the pine or the needles themselves. And if an excessive amount falls out, it's in all probability dry. Like Linus used to do with his tree. He'd bounce it on the ground and you'd see them all fluttering down until ultimately he was left with sticks. Well, you don't want sticks in your house. Not at Christmas time, anyway.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Handy Herwig, but wouldn't an aspirin in the water prevent all that?
No, the only thing aspirins really prevent would be heart attacks. Oh. So I don't think it's really beneficial to the tree. Now, what you could do, and what you should do when you get a tree that's pre-cut from one of the local establishments, is cut at least an inch off of the bottom of the tree. That will ensure there's be new sap that's starting already to seep, and then immerse that tree in your tree holder in water. That would help with keeping that tree vibrant and alive a little bit longer, because you're putting hot lights on it and elements.
Yeah, and then when you have to water it, you have to reach down with all those sharp needles. Isn't there a way you can get around that?
Well, there's an easy way of getting around that. If you take a normal garden funnel or a household funnel that you would measure ingredients and pour them into a small bottle, attach that to some sort of tube. I have a clear polyurethane type tube that's used in plumbing and various uses, ice maker tubes. Run that tubing through your tree so that when you do want to water it, you put the funnel in the tubing, add the water away from the nicks and cuts, and the only thing you truly have to monitor is how much water you're putting in. Because we really don't, water damages hardwood floors, so you really, if you have a hardwood floor, you don't want water all over it.
You are the handiest.
If you have rugs, you don't want them wet, because then they start smelling musty. And there's nothing worse than musty.
Well, that's in the house. What about going out in the field and actually getting a tree?
Well, for years, when we first purchased our house, we had no trees. And we thought it would be a great idea to go out and physically dig the tree ourselves. Now, they have farms that'll allow this as well. Some of them actually provide you with the shovels necessary to cut or to dig the tree out of the ground. The rule of thumb there is you take the width of the tree, and for sake of conversation, say it's 3 foot wide. Well, you want to start your digging at least 3 foot wide so that you're ensuring you're getting down to the very root of the tree without damaging what they call a taproot. Now, taproot is something that's normally towards the center of the tree, and it provides the most nourishment, almost like a major artery, and that runs through the earth. So you want to try to avoid cutting that taproot, and by digging out so far around it, you're almost ensuring it when you start to rock it and pry it open that you're going to get the taproot that comes along with it. But the inherent danger in that one is, as I said earlier, your daughter hits you in the head with a shovel.
This happened to you?
This happened to me. My daughter was 3 years old. We were out. It was a great family type affair. And the tree farm, as I recall, was somewhere in the Conowingo area. They escorted you around. You went to pick it yourself, and you dug it up. And when you dug it up, you kind of raised a little flag, and they would come by and pick it up for you and cart it back to the sales area, because you really don't want to cart them either.
That sounds like a lot of weight.
You know, back in the day, I was a younger man, and it was still a very heavy tree. A 3 foot ball of dirt with a standard 5 foot tree is somewhere in excess of 250 pounds. So it's kind of heavy, but they would pick it up for you. And as I said, bring it up to where you pay for it. They'll load it in your pickup truck or whatever vehicle you want to put it in. Pickup truck's preferable. And off you go. Now, getting it into the house is another situation.
Yeah. That sounds like a great idea. A lot of people want to cut their tree. Do you recommend... is there any way you can make this job a little bit easier? Because they give you a little saw like this, about like that, and you're on the ground.
Well, when you're doing it with kids, chainsaws are inherently dangerous, so you want to try to avoid children. But
maybe a hatchet?
A hatchet would work. Again, you got to be careful how you swing, but the tool of preference for a tree is this handy thing right here. It's just, and it's down.
Cordless.
Now you've already cordless too, so you can carry it out in the middle of the woods.
Well, Handy Herwig, let's get I'll tell you what, let's reenact the old John Henry story. I got my little hatchet, you got your saw, let's go. May the best man win. Happy holidays to each and every one of you.
Merry Christmas.
It's been so hard to say goodbye, You shine in every face you left behind, and I just hope to see you again, in another life.
I've lost so many people to the disease that's so evil, so I wanna take the time out to recognize all those people, and just take a moment of silence for the ones that's lost the violence, for all the people out there that's just left behind and crying. Man, it's so damn hard to keep moving on alone, but your soul can finally rest up in the sky. That's your home, and your memory lives on in everybody that you know, in the faces of your children and your family, that's for sure. Yeah, it's crazy as of lately how many lives are being taken by the disease of addiction. Yeah, most of them are babies, man, they die before their time. I repeat, this shit is crazy, it's got me twisted up inside, my whole body is shaking. So I dedicate this song to all the people that are gone. Yeah, you might have left this world, but your memory lives on, and your spirits live forever, steady moving like a river. You may have stepped into the light, but soon we'll be together.
Now you walk into the light. It's been so hard to say goodbye, You shine in every face you left behind, and I just hope to see you again, in another life.
Remember all the times that you had, good or bad, and you cherish all those moments, cause it's all that you have. Don't be mad, just be glad with the time that you had, with some people that you love, cause they hate to see you sad. So just let their memory fill you, don't let them die in vain. And you tell all their stories, you remember their name. Don't keep it all a secret, don't feed into the demons. Let's expose it to the light, so that life has a meaning. And let's put an end to it, stick together, we can do it. We can put a stop to it, all we gotta do is do it. So I hope that you choose it, then you choose to join the movement. We can all make a difference, so come on man, let's do it. Let's spread some love and hope and do away with the dope. And let's all come together, cause together we cope. And at the end of the rope's an opportunity to grow. So just open up the book and watch the story unfold.
Now you walk into the light. It's been so hard to say goodbye, You shine in every face you left behind, and I just hope to see you again, in another
May you all rest in peace, I hope your soul is at ease. I know you're flying in the sky way above the trees. You can rest easy now, let your soul be at peace. You can join the other angels, but please watch over me, cause it's an everyday struggle battling this disease. We losing way too many people in this life they call the streets. Yeah, every other day another one is deceased. Man, it dies from an overdose or shot in the streets. So I'm down on my knees and I'm begging you, please help me put an end to it, help me stop this defeat. If we all stick together, we can beat this disease. So let's all join hands and together end the grief, cause the dead deserve a voice and a right to be heard. And we're the only ones that they have to spread the word. So let's put our differences and opinions to the side, and let's all come together so their spirits can fly.
Now you walk into the light.
May you all rest in peace.
It's been so hard to say goodbye,
Gone but never forgotten.
You shine in every face you left behind,
All YD Entertainment.
and I just hope to see you again, in another life.
Purchase your beats on rockandroll.com. rockandroll.com.
Alright, this next song I'm gonna do is called Walk in My Shoes. I wrote this song kind of as a dedication towards the people that like to judge addicts. You know, come take a walk in our shoes before you decide to judge us. Could you do the things I've done? Could you face what I face and come out on top? Could you go where I go? Do what I do? Yo. Come and take a walk through the mind of an addict. You can witness firsthand just how hard it is to grasp it, cause you don't know shit unless you've been there and you lived it. So I invite you to my mind so you can try to comprehend it. Ever since we was born, we just seemed a little different, learning things the whole way instead of paying attention. Yeah, we couldn't seem to listen to the wisdom that was given. Then it turned to cause us grief and pain that seemed never ending. We put on these masks that we use for pretending, yeah, that everything's okay, but we just want to end it, cause we been down and out for way too long, like a sentence being locked up in a mosque. If forever in the trenches. Now we fighting for survival, and addiction is a rival. The days Eddie wins got us feeling suicidal. We gotta keep it moving, cause this battle can be titled. We can beat these inner demons, we can conquer the title. And follow my path. Could you face what I face and come out on top? Do what I do. Could you? Man, addiction almost killed me, yeah, it almost took my life. It took everything from me, hid me away from the light. Yeah, it kept me isolated, kept me contained and sedated. But then I broke the chains, now I'm fighting to escape it. It's an everyday struggle when you're battling addiction. But if you choose to listen, then it opens your vision to a whole new way of life. It changes your mission, yeah, it changes all your views. Now my momentum is shifted, cause addicts do recover. Yeah, we find what was missing, taking it one day at a time. And we slowly start to get it, so let's get it, handle business. Kill addiction with a vengeance, and let's pray for God to help us put an end to the sentence. Sick of all the shit, I'm tired of losing my friends. So I'm trying to kill the stigma with the ink from my pen. Man, just take a walk up in my shoes and see if you fit in. You could try to hold us down, but I refuse to let you in. Then follow my path. Could you face what I face and come out on top? Could you go where I go? Could you? Man, I've been through many trials and I wore too many faces, and it took a long time just for me to escape it. So I pray every day for the strength I need to shake it, cause I'm dipping and I'm dodging this addiction just to make it. But I fight it face to face just to get one more day, cause I'm tired of this running, man, I'm coming out to play. And I don't care what you say, I take it to my grave. Man, I'm never giving up again, I'll never be a slave. So God, can you please grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, forgive all my enemies, courage to change what I can and make it all make sense to me, and wisdom know the difference so I can face what's ahead of me. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna keep on fighting, gonna keep pushing forward every day of my life. And I hope that I can make it through the thunder and the lightning, cause addiction catch you slipping, yeah, the minute you stop fighting. Then follow my path. Could you do the things I've done? Could you face what I face and come out on top? Do what I do. Could you? Still walk, still walk, still walk in my shoes. So yeah, man, that song right there goes out to anybody that wants to judge an addict, because we can and do recover.